There's something really strange happening with the NBA right now. And not even a year ago, we just watched a final series that had literally everything. Superstars adjustments, clutch moments, real pressure. And somehow literally nobody cares. Like genuinely, nobody's talking about it. And that's just scary, y'all. Because this might be the first time in a long time that a championship level series just disappeared. No legacy debates on the timeline, no iconic moments being replayed on YouTube shorts, no this changed the league forever conversations. It's like it never happened. And today, we're going to break down why the 2025 finals might be one of the most underrated, and honestly, even though it's kinda crazy, forgotten finals in recent history. Now let's be real for a second. Think about the last few NBA finals you remember. You probably think of legendary performances, the big narratives, the moments that felt like history. Now think about 2025. Exactly. That silence right there, that's the problem. This wasn't a bad series. It wasn't boring at all. It wasn't a sweep with no resistance. So why does it feel like it has zero impact? And the answer starts with something nobody wants to admit. The NBA audience, it changed. People don't watch full games the same way anymore. They watch clips, they watch narratives, they watch drama. And if a finals doesn't immediately give them something viral, it fades. Here's what makes this whole thing frustrating as a fan. If you actually watched the 2025 finals, this wasn't sloppy, this wasn't low effort in the slightest. This wasn't just two teams just taking turns. This was chess. Adjustments every game, defensive schemes changing mid-series, stars being forced to adapt in real time. And that's the problem. That kind of basketball doesn't always translate to TikTok clips. You can't just post a defensive rotation and expect it to go viral. You can't show a perfectly executed switch and expect casual fans to go crazy. So what happens? It gets ignored. Every finals that sticks in people's heads has that moment. You know what I mean? The shot, the dunk, the takeover. The 2025 finals didn't really have a single one moment that dominated everything else. Maybe that Tyrese Halliburton shot, but even that doesn't get talked about much. Instead, it had a bunch of smaller, high-level plays that only make sense if you're actually watching closely. And in today's NBA, that's not enough. If it's not instantly iconic, it's instantly forgotten. Now this is where it gets interesting, y'all. The players in the 2025 finals didn't feel like superheroes. They felt real. They struggled, they adjusted, they had off nights, they had to figure things out instead of dominating from the jump. And ironically, that made the series better from a basketball standpoint, but worse from a hype standpoint. Because fans today don't always want to see struggle. They want dominance. They want someone to look unstoppable. And when nobody looks unstoppable, people start to lose interest. Here's the harsh truth. The NBA isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about stories. And the 2025 finals didn't have a strong enough narrative hook for the casual fans. There was no "this changes everything" storyline. There wasn't a historic legacy shift that people immediately understood. So even though the games were competitive, the story didn't hit. And without a strong story, people move on fast. Timing matters more than people think. If a finals happens during a major off-court drama, trades, or social media distractions, it could get overshadowed. And that's exactly what happened. Instead of the finals being the center of attention, it felt like just another thing happening in the background. And when the finals didn't feel like the biggest thing in sports, that's a problem. Here's the part nobody's saying out loud. We might look back at the 2025 finals differently in a few years. Because when the noise dies down, and people actually go back and watch the damn games, they're going to realize something. This was real basketball. Not just highlights, not just narratives, not just drama, but actual competition at the highest level. And those kind of finals don't always get appreciated right away, trust me. And look, this is bigger than just one finals. This is about how people watch the NBA now. Short clips, fast takes, instant reactions. And if something doesn't grab you in 5 seconds, you scroll. So a series that builds slowly, that requires attention, that rewards understanding, it struggles to survive in that environment. If a high-level finals can be ignored this easily, what does that say about the future? Are we heading towards a league where only viral moments matter, only extreme performances get attention, only drama keeps the people engaged? Because if that's the case, we're going to miss out on a lot of great basketball. Like the 2025 finals isn't talked about enough, I'm sorry. People just didn't see it properly. It didn't fit the modern NBA content machine. It didn't hand out easy narratives. It didn't give you one obvious moment to hold on to. Instead, it gave you a full series of high-level basketball that required you to actually watch, think, and understand. And in today's world, that might be the hardest thing to appreciate. So maybe the 2025 finals were underrated because they were overlooked. Maybe they were underrated because they asked too much from us. Attention, patience, understanding. And if that's the direction the NBA is going, then we might start seeing more finals like this. A great series that nobody remembers. But that's it for the video, y'all. If y'all enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm not SGA, becoming Mr. Consistent. And until later, I'll see you on Mars. Peace.
You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you. Tell me you're falling out of love, she's breaking my heart in two.